the teeth of the hydra upon you. You're dirty, sweet, and you're my girl. Get it on, bang a gong, get it on. Get it on, bang a gong, get it on. When you're building up a call, you got a hubcap, diamond star halo. You like a car, oh yeah. When you're hunting, you got some truth with your coat full of egos.
Good evening, YouTube. How's everyone doing? It is probably almost 8:30 at night. So, have a great review today. I'm going to be doing a review on protein drinks that I drink. Everybody seems to drink them a lot, but not enough. This review will be on the brand Naked. If you guys are not familiar with them, they've made some pretty amazing protein smoothies. So the one I'm going to be doing a review on is packed with vitamin C, and this is going to be called the Green Machine Naked Review. It sounds really, I'm probably going to retwist it and say Naked Green Machine Smoothie Review. I don't know much about this drink. I've had the blue machine. The blue machine's really good. They have the red machine as well, but I haven't been able to find that. I'm hoping that they'll make a mango one soon that'll be big enough. I don't know. Ottawa seems to have not as many choices. The same with the other one. Naked, man. I'm just going to get my review on this because I've been wanting to try this one for so long and I feel so stupid. It just goes to show, guys, don't judge something by looking at it. Actually read the back until you actually know. I probably spent a good 2 months not even paying attention and reading the back of these. Oh man, they have a vegetable one too. I want to try that one, but I don't know yet. I don't know. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. I apologize. I've been busy. Had to deal with some struggles for a while. Took me a while whether I wanted to make this video or not. And the other review on this will be on Lost Society's new album because I never really gave my review on that, and I've been pushing that off for about 2 weeks now, so it kind of needs to happen. Lost Society is a band that I got into a year ago in 2018. Their debut album was great, but the review I'm going to do on this is right now. It's going to be confusing because people are going to think that I'm doing the Naked review first. Anyway, so I got into this band in 2018. They did a song called I Am the Antidote. The band obviously is really religious, if you've heard of them. A lot of fans are not happy with them because they think they sold out like Metallica. Those of you know, Metallica made 3 really great thrash albums. Excuse me. Yeah, no. 4. Then after Black Album, they just kind of died off after a while. And they had to go back to their roots, probably around Death Magnetic era in 2008. Well, I don't hate the style of their guitars, honestly. And this new album, their guitar work is amazing. It's just they're trying to sound like everybody else, man. That metalcore, like While She Sleeps, Asking Alexandria, Word of Life. Like, we already have enough of those bands. I like their style, though, because they're coming up with their own ideas. They're not trying to copy off everybody else. That's the only thing that I like. It just... They're creating their own style. The only problem is that it's the same genre as what everybody listens to right now. If you go and listen to the song Artificial, And there was another song that had to do with they were writing about this whole pandemic and what they thought about it. It was a really good song. I didn't really care for this album. It wasn't as great as their last one. Yeah, no, the last album cover, I gotta admit, was pretty brutal. They had one in 2016. It wasn't their debut. I'm sorry. They've been coming out with albums since 2011. Excuse me. I thought I'd state that and correct that because that's not true at all. They've been making albums for quite a while. I just don't know why they decided not to make another thrash album, but hey, you got to change it up little by little, I guess. So, it was an okay album. I haven't came up with a favorite song yet. I like them all. I don't know. I Am the Antidote was probably one of the best songs I've heard by that band. But anyway, so here's a review on Green Machine. Really, really, I had a little taste of it. I wouldn't say all of it. Now, a lot of people don't realize the cinnamon that's actually added in there is supposed to be the apples. I don't know. I mean, it says 28 grams of sugar. That's not bad compared to, people need to understand, the sugar levels in this are not as bad as soda. Soda will give you, coming from somebody who works out in fitness and been doing it for probably about almost a year now, and I've learned a lot. I've learned what to eat and what not to eat. I can tell you right now, guys, soda will destroy your bloodstream, dude. It will turn your bloodstream into the freaking tribulation, man. I'm serious. It's a really bad way to get diabetes. Drinking things like energy drinks, soda. I learned this because I had a real freaking addiction towards sugar when I worked at Coca-Cola back in the day, and I couldn't get off of it. I tried. Until I moved somewhere else, and it just kind of slowly died out, but I was in terrible shape back then, even though I claimed I was in great shape. I really wasn't. I gotta tell you, I'm probably in better shape than I ever was back then. Partially because I'm actually eating healthy and working out healthy. Back then I was working out, but I was eating really unhealthy, and I wasn't eating stuff that was good for me. Let's just go and give a perfect example. Monster energy drinks, Coca-Cola. That stuff destroys your intestines, man. It does. It's part of the reason I actually have this thing called IBS now. Really annoying. And I've learned, if you eat the wrong things, your stomach's going to act like a bitch. Your stomach pretty much, what irritable is what women get when they're on their period. Excuse me, I'm not trying to offend any woman, I'm sorry. Love you guys. It's not even what I was really trying to interpret it. I'm saying that irritable bowel syndrome is like that. Your stomach is really, really cranky and really picky about what it eats, dude. And I've already know this because I've made the mistake. Having dairy every once in a while is okay. Man, I don't really drink milk much anymore. I can't remember the last time I drank milk was last weekend. I don't drink it during the week anymore, barely at all. So, I think partially because my prostate doesn't really like it. Oh man, dude, trust me. If you're ignoring your prostate, you're an idiot. Your prostate will let you know, and I'll tell you actually 2 quick reasons of how you'll be able to tell if your prostate is fucking up. And you're actually, because there's several early signs that you can tell. One is if you're peeing and you're not peeing evenly and you're having stinging while it's happening. The other one is if your pee is turning a different color. The prostate actually, the glands are actually inside, in between the bladder going into the urethra. It's really bad, dude. And if you don't pay attention to it, it can kill you. Seriously. It can actually turn to testicular cancer too. So believe me when I say that I want to eat right. Trust me, guys, I would love to eat like crap and screw around like I did when I was a kid, but doing all that got me where I am today. And I just can't eat like that anymore, man. When I was like in my 20s, it was a different story, man. But I'm almost 30. I'm going to be 30 next year. Fuck, man. So, anyway, let's get this review going. There's several of these. Guys, I'm sorry, but if you guys want to drink something that's better, make a review on this, honestly, because it's healthier for you. Soda's great and all, man, but it's artificially flavored, but there's a lot of chemicals in it that is really bad for you. Like I said, soda is the main reason that I have intestinal problems. Mainly because I drank it every day and wouldn't stop. And, you know, I really regret it because I could have turned it around back then, but I didn't care, you know? I was too young to pay attention to stuff like that. When you get older and you start to get in your 30s, dude, you have to start watching your diet and what you eat. If I hadn't stopped and turned it around a year ago, dude, I think I'd probably be overweight right now. Guys, I swear I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I was really starting to get out of shape. I wasn't able to when I first, towards the middle of 2019, going towards the end in summertime, man, I really started to know that I was out of shape. I was so tired all the time. I wasn't able to barely pick anything up, and now it's just easy, dude. If I was to go back to work, I'd just cream it, dude. But I've come a long way in my workouts. I'm going to do a video on that, too, eventually. I made one on my Facebook probably about 3 months ago, but it never really officially went through. It was for a quarantine workout. Basically, what I do every day is arms and abs and legs. And the certain stretches and ab workouts and arm workouts that I do actually work everything, dude. I had some form of scoliosis at some point until I started working out. People don't realize, man, push-ups are actually probably better for you than bench pressing, because bench pressing, you're putting too much weight down towards your chest, so you're causing pressure on your back, which makes scoliosis worse. Well, meaning doing push-ups, it's the opposite, because you're having to force to keep your back straight, while when you're just sitting on a bench, you don't have to worry about that. So I'll tell you guys straight up, you want my honest opinion for fitness, push-ups is the way to do it. It's why it's in the military. It's why the military recommends it. Because, I mean, come on, guys. Look how straight those people's backs are, dude. Every single military officer that works out and does push-ups in the morning, you ask them, they'll tell you, is their back straight? Yeah, it is. Very straight. I think it's because it strengthens the mind, too. I also think it brings discipline, because it brought me discipline. I don't get as angry as I used to anymore. Man, dude, I was terrible. Oh, boy. If I could think about how many things I've broken in my room. I just, you know, it's like the Lord says, in your life, if there's something that is becoming a problem for you in your life, change it. And that's exactly what I did. I changed it and started working out and changing my ways because I didn't like where I was going. I've already had comments of people telling me I look good, so I know I look good because I don't look anything like I did freaking 11 months ago, man. Each day, and people don't realize this, every day through every month or every year, dude, you start to see more and more of a change. Guarantee you, if I keep working out like this every day, dude, by the time I hit my 40s, I'm probably going to be really big, so take it slow. If you're going to do cardio and do core, if you're going to do cardio and core, you have to sit there and you have to take your time, bro. I feel the people that try to push themselves too hard are the ones that fail, and that's why they end up injuring themselves, or they end up giving in too easily because it just becomes too much for them. Mainly because you're wearing yourself out. I've learned that when I first started working out, that you have to take your time and you have to work on your breathing. There's been a couple of times this week where I've had trouble breathing and I haven't been able to keep my push-ups correctly. Had the last set of push-ups where I've had to strain. And it's not fun because when you strain, your back wants to sit there and go crooked, but you still have to keep it straight. You have to keep your back as straight as possible when you're going up on the last set, because if you don't, you will screw your back up. the thing I've learned with doing push-ups is you want to look down and then look up. So once you go down, you look straight forward and then you move up. It allows your ability to focus on something else rather than on what you're doing, because I feel the reason that people get so distracted and they get tired and worn out too easily is because they're thinking about too much about the workout and not, about how to get around it. It's not about thinking about it. It's about doing it the right way and doing it properly without hurting yourself. For instance, I'll give you a perfect example. This shoulder here probably has a lot of popping in it, and that is because I decided to be an idiot. If you've seen in my YouTube videos in the past, guys, I had sat there and I leaned on my bed where my arm was like this. I'd be doing this in my videos, and it's when I had long hair. Over the time, during that time in 2018 of doing that, I think I might have torn something in my shoulder. It didn't heal properly because I didn't work out until later on during 2019. I don't understand why I waited so long. I should have started working out back then because I knew something wasn't right. It actually got so bad to the point where this shoulder blade would stick out further than this one. The way to get your shoulder blades to stick out and go back evenly is you have to do push-ups. You have to military mainly. I do side-to-side push-ups, diamond press. Diamond press are really good, mainly because I'm giving kind of a info of my workouts. Diamond press is where you go like this, and you have to sit there and, dude, I can do probably about 20, 30 of those in one set because they are very hard to do. I used to be able to only do 10, so... that's kind of how you could tell I've really kind of just went boom. Yeah. My body hates me and loves me for it because people don't realize you keep working out like this every single day. I mean, I think the reason people get so worn out and they don't want to work out when they get older is because they didn't stick with it when they were younger. I feel that you have to keep that going. You have to keep that energy going no matter how old you get. I feel like if I keep working out to the time I'm 50, it's going to be a lot easier for me because, one, I'm going to have so much experience doing it. I'm going to be a lot stronger. I mean, my muscles are going to be worn down, but I'm going to be more relaxed. It's not even really about being how strong you are. I mean, yeah, that's good and everything. I'm not going to lie. I probably am going to be really big when I get older because eating the right foods, vegetables, whole grains, rice, stuff like this, this will help you when you get older. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm probably not going to look like this forever. So, I mean... I'm going to be obviously skinny because that's the way God made me. I have a really fast metabolism, but it's going to slow down when I get older. That's mainly one of the reasons I stopped eating junk and started eating differently, because when you start hitting your 30, people don't realize it, this actually starts affecting you when you hit your mid-30s. So it's kind of like the mid-early age of getting everything that comes with being middle-aged. So... this is why I say cardio is the best thing. You talk to any doctor, talk to any elderly person, and they'll tell you. I see elderly people going jogging. I saw a guy in his 50s the other day, dude, working out, doing like 50 push-ups. I was like, holy shit, that gives me hope. Seeing people do that motivates me more and makes me want to do it even more. So, yeah, that's how I know I have hope. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably gonna be in really good shape by the time I be 50. So I already have the abs and tonement for it. So I just got to keep eating right and not eat junk, because people don't realize this either. When you eat junk, it actually affects your workout. Oh yeah, try eating Oreos and then freaking doing. Try doing 3 sets of push-ups while eating freaking marshmallow s'mores Oreos. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I haven't been completely honest. Not all junk food is bad for you. It's only bad for you if you don't work it out. If you're just sitting around, dude, well, duh, you're going to get diabetes or become obese because you're doing that every day. I feel if you're going to eat stuff like that, you have to be responsibly. Like, for instance, I ate a whole thing of Oreos and then I worked out the next day and burned it all off. That can be turned into cardio. It can be turned into those calories can actually be turned into protein and whatnot, because there is some of the chemicals that they add into Oreos, there is some protein they add into. That's why they say 2 grams. Most people don't gain that 2 grams because they don't burn it off and work it out. That 2 grams can actually be really, because there's several different types of grams of food. There's several different types of grams of protein that are added into food, depending on, and you need several different types of those grams of protein. I mean, regardless if it's Oreos, if it's chips. I mean, even in here, I'll tell you right now, there's 2 grams of protein in this. 150 calories. Guarantee you, dude, I'll burn this into muscle because I've already have. So, by the way, guys, spoiler alert, these are actually real potato chips. They just really, really deep fry them. But they've tried to drain all the grease out, because I noticed the sodium is 170. Normal sodium would have about 250 to 300 grams of sodium in it. So it's normal. The sodium's crazily low compared to some of the chips that they do make. So, believe it or not, there's actually potassium in this. There's about 380 milligrams of potassium put into each chip bag, but they add 6% of potassium in here. So these chips aren't completely terrible for you. I just prefer the zesty cheddar over the mild barbecue or whatever it is. Anyway, that's not what this review is about. So anyway, I got really off topic, but guys, my point is if you're gonna be healthy, you got to eat healthy. If you want to take care of yourself, don't obsess about it. Just do it. The things I can recommend is not stressing out, trying not to get angry as much, trying to solve things the right way without getting angry, because being angry always, it brings up your blood sugar and it's not good for your health. So, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I've been working on that myself, and I've been trying not to get angry, because a lot of people don't realize obesity actually comes from stress. It doesn't just come from the stuff you eat. Obesity comes from stress. It comes from stress from things that have happened in your life, and then you go to food and unhealthy habits, and then that's how that happens to you. And then you just get too lazy and don't want to work out. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not that way. I'm not going to be that way. Even when I hit 50, man. You know how many 50-year-olds look like me that are a lot older? It's just, like I said, it's just all about how you eat and the way you take care of yourself. So anyway, I'm going to get into this. I've been trying to do this for like 3 tries now, and I haven't been able to do it. So let's get into it and see how this tastes. Oh, wow. Oh, that is amazing. That's probably better than some of the ones I've normally had. I taste more banana and pineapple in there than anything, but still, wow. Yeah, I'd say this is probably the best one they've made. I'm not sure if they mean actual sugars or fruit sugars. I'm really confused, because it says no sugar added. Not a low-calorie food. Nutrition panel for information on sugaring. Clearly, they don't add sugar. I'm thinking this is supposed to be the fruit sugar, depending on the crystals in the sugar. Because there's cane sugar, and then there's processed sugar. And then there's processed fruit sugar, which is, I think this is what this is supposed to be. But man, you wouldn't believe the freaking vitamins. Okay, there's 10%, there's 400 milligrams of potassium off of 10% of that. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6 is even in here. Magnesium, holy crap. Yeah. Talk about being built like a tank. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between the Naked Green Machine and the Mango, Mighty Mango, but Mighty Mango is probably one of my favorite. there's been so many videos where you guys have seen me drink that in there. So, I don't know. I think mango will always be my favorite. There's just something. There's mango in this one too. I mean, yeah. There's 1.5 grams of 1.5. Yeah, there's about 1.5 mangoes in here, which means it's not that much, but still, it could be worse. 2.5 bananas, 2 kiwis, a half a pineapple, 11.5 apples. Holy crap, dude. Yeah. Coronavirus workout for me. Yeah, it's funny because I've been working out long before this virus even hit. And people ask me, they're like, I notice people look at me too. They're like, how the hell does he stay like that? Walking every day? Dude, I get like 5 to 10 miles a day, literally. Sometimes. Usually it's 5 to 8 miles, but still, that's crazy. Counting, if you want to count, sometimes walking back. Then on top of that, during the weekend, if you want to count that, standing around. And then the exercise at my work as well, which hasn't happened yet. I'm really hoping this building opens up soon, man, because kind of missing it. Inspection went well today. I really was kind of nervous about it because usually I don't understand how it passed. I went into the daycare where I work and I found a bunch of stuff on the floor that you think that they would be able to find, but I don't know. I think if you think about it, it saves me from the next time of them finding somebody to bitch about. So I'm serious. Like, that's their job. So I'm not even being insulting. So if anybody from my work that's subscribed or anybody I'm friends with that's in this company that's subscribed to this channel, dude, don't take offense to it. I'm not talking, see, that's the thing. I don't talk crap about my company. They've done so much for me. Why would, I don't understand that. That's the thing I want to talk about. Why do people wonder why they get fired when they come in the next day, and people say ridiculous things about their job online, and it's like, Facebook is probably the worst one. Instagram, YouTube's not much better because people can see your videos. It's kind of why I try to, I've tried to refrain from certain things that I say on here now because, some of it I've had some of my videos, I've also had my YouTube account blocked at one point, so. It wasn't fun. But, yeah, I need to sit there and probably put this video to rest, though, guys. Plus, because it's getting late, so. But here's the review on the green machine. Go pick one up. I gotta tell you, this one is amazing. It's probably one of the best ones I've had, so. Like I said, go pick one up. And come back and tell me what you guys think about it. Give me some comments, reviews on it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Thank you, and have a wonderful night, everyone. Take it easy, and bye-bye.